Hey everybody, Grayson here from Profit. Today, I want to talk about some of the best performing investments for the month of May. On the first of every month, I track TCG player price, so we are able to keep up with this. However, before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about UPCs. And you guys know, if you've been watching the channel for a while, there are a lot of UPCs that I'm not really a huge fan of. You think about the Greninja EX UPC, Terrapagos EX as well. The reason being weak promos, and you also have a hodgepodge of packs inside. You know, when you think about Terrapagos, I believe there's some Paradox in there, some Temporal, maybe even some Stellar Crown. So it's not the strongest sets. Whereas when you look at something like the Prismatic SPC, it's all prismatic. You have a fairly strong promo with the Eevee. When you look at the Sword and Shield Charizard one, sure, you have a mix of packs in there, but at least you have some Evolving Skies. I believe there's some Lost Origin in there. The promo cards as well are amazing. 151 UPC, incredibly strong promos, and it's all 151 packs. So those are the types of UPCs I like. However, in the entire time that I've been tracking sealed investments, there's only 3 products that have gone up consistently every single month. And the first of those is going to be the original Sword and Shield UPC, the Zacian and Zamazenta one. You guys know, I don't think this is a good long-term hold. I don't recommend putting money into this, but every single month it's continued to creep higher. The other one, or one of the other ones, Arceus V-Star. Now, this is a little bit better of a product, in my opinion. You have some better pack selection. The promo card is decent. We're also working, I believe, on bringing in the promo cards for UPCs and ETBs in the future. That's something I want to focus on for TCG Quant. But this was the second UPC that's actually consistently moved up every single month I've been tracking it. And the final one is actually the Greninja EX UPC. So out of every single product you could think of, Evolving Skies booster boxes, 151 ETBs, UPCs, Paldean Fates, all of these products over the past year, only 3, according to TCG Player Market Price, on the first of every month have moved up every single month. And those were the 3. So I figured that was interesting. Not really the products you expect. Again, I don't think it's like the most relevant thing to talk about, just because even if a product goes down one month, goes back up the other, you really do want to invest in the strongest products. Now, looking at some of the best performing investments for the month of May, we're going to start with ETBs, and we're going to start with the best performing one, which was actually Champion's Path, which according to TCG Player Price was up 44.88% from the 1st of May to the 1st of June. You guys know Champion's Path, for me, it's not really the best set to be investing in. Sure, you have a couple of Charizards in there that are okay, but long-term outlook on something like this is fairly low. If you own Champion's Path, you have a little bit of exposure to it, fine, I understand, but I would not have this as your largest position or even one of your largest positions. But over the past month, it's definitely performed well. Similar with one of the other boxes that we're going to talk about, scroll down a little bit to Shrouded Fable, actually, regular ETBs. These were up, I believe it was 34.8% or 34.5%, fairly close to 35%. We've seen a lot of the illustration rares in Shrouded Fable begin to pop off. The Persian back up to around $80. The Horsey is now pushing $50. The Houndoom as well, back over $50. These were cards that were, for the most part of Shrouded Fable's life cycle, $20, $30 maybe. Cassiopeia is back to $40. Monkey Dory is pushing $40 as well. So you're starting to see some of those weaker supporting cards come up a little bit, and that's brought the top 10 value up to around $525. People see that. They see the chase cards starting to run. They go to the sealed product. So there you go. If you own Shrouded Fable, you've actually done very well on it over the past year. I believe up over 100%. So that's awesome. And in terms of a long-term hold, TCG Quant saying it's about a 3 out of 10, which I tend to agree with. I don't think it's going to be the best performing set of all time. Some people say that Shrouded will maybe be like Dragon Majesty, which Dragon Majesty, Sun and Moon era, that ETB is going for close to $800 now at this point. I doubt Shrouded Fable is going to have a run like Dragon Majesty. I do believe there's a little bit more Shrouded Fable that's been printed compared to that set, but you never know. It could surprise. Now, the third regular ETB that I want to bring to your attention is actually going to be Paldean Fates, which from the 1st of May to the 1st of June, was up about 28.6%. And this is a much stronger set, something that I really like as a long-term hold. I have a sealed case of Paldean Fates ETBs. People were kind of shocked with how well Paldean Fates did. You know, if you remember back, even late 2024, these were $40, $50 ETBs. They're now pushing $550. Top 10 value over $1,800 right now. I've never been a huge fan of the baby shinies, but these have performed incredibly well. I mean, Pikachu's almost $90 now. The Snorlax, $65. Charmander, $55. So a lot of these baby shinies coming up in value. It's really brought up the floor on a set like Paldean Fates, which is still top heavy, but it's not as top heavy as maybe it once was. So really like Paldean Fates as a long-term hold, and it did very well in the month of May. Now jumping over to booster boxes, the big winner, at least from the Sword and Shield era, was Silver Tempest. This was up a little bit over 20% from the 1st of May to the 1st of June. We talked about this recently. Long-term hold, it's decent. I wouldn't want this to be your largest position, but I still think there are legs in a set like Silver Tempest. The Lugia and Rayquaza, I mean, that really has been enough to pull this set forward so far. And the other two decent performers from the Sword and Shield era, while we're still on the topic, Fusion Strike was up around 14% in the month of May. Another really strong long-term hold, in my opinion. And surprisingly, Astral Radiance was up around 10%, now pushing back over $400, which I guess is good to see. We'll talk a little bit more about these sets tomorrow. I did the Sword and Shield era update today. Wasn't the best week for Sword and Shield era, but we'll talk about that a little bit tomorrow. And from the SV era, Paldea Evolved, this was up around 12% in the month of May. It makes sense. A lot of the illustration rares, special illustration rares, starting to pop off. Sealed product gain a little bit more attention. Big milestone as well in May. This box passed $500. The other decent performer from the SV era was actually Stellar Crown, up around 10.6% in the month of May. And same deal. I mean, the Bulbasaur, the Squirtle, and the Dash Bun, these have kind of taken off. People may be paying a little bit more attention to Stellar Crown. And before we go any further, quick little selfish plug. If you guys enjoy this content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. It does help out a ton, getting these videos pushed out to more people. And if you do want to check out TCG Quant, I will leave a link in the description down below. We also have a discount code running until June 15th. If you want to get 50% off your first 4 months. And if you guys just want to check it out for a couple days, 3-day free trial. So absolutely no pressure there. Thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. Genuinely, the past week as well, the videos have been doing very well. So I'm happy with that. Glad some people are finding enjoyment in the content. But getting back to the sealed investments, couple more things I want to talk about in this video. Black Bolt and White Flare. Both of these were up over the past month. I believe Black Bolt was up a little bit more, around 19%. White Flare, 18 to 18.5%. I actually just picked up another sealed case of Black Bolt ETBs. Remy Card Trader in Canada had them for about 2,000 Canadian after tax. And again, I can write off tax in Canada, so it's going to be a little bit cheaper for me than maybe some of you guys. But that comes out to $14.50 USD, I think, for the case converted. So pretty decent price. I was happy to pay that. I did want to get a little bit of White Flare, but I can't find anything in Canada that's reasonably priced. Most people are wanting the exact same for White Flare compared to Black Bolt. And you guys know, long term, I think Black Bolt's maybe just a little bit better than White Flare. So if the price is the same, I'm just going to continue picking up more Black Bolt. But that was actually a fairly big buy that I made this week. And there is just one more ETB that I want to bring to your attention. The Mega Evolution Pokemon Center ETB, Lucario on the cover here. This was actually up 35.8% from May 1st to June 1st. I know if you look at TCG Player, it's 28.7%, but again, that's going from May 5th to current day, June 3rd. So from the 1st to the 1st, 35%, a little bit more than that. These have performed incredibly well over the past month. So keep an eye on these. We've also started tracking these, so I do think the Mega PCTBs will be in TCG Quant here fairly shortly. So that is coming, as well as booster bundles. That's pretty much all I wanted to get to in this video. Just a few products that have done very well, and some that, you know, maybe you wouldn't think about too much, but those UPCs, guys, very, very consistent. With all that said, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you're having a great week. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.